Eternights is a perfect combo of dating sim and action adventure, launching in 2 days, and I want to talk about it. So let's get into it. Hi gamers, it's your host Stormy, and today we are going to be doing a little breakdown on Eternights, a dating action game where you try to make the most out of life during an apocalypse, created by Studio Sai. This game is set to release September 12th, 2023 on PlayStation and PC at a retail price point of $29.99. Studio Sai expressed that this game is heavily inspired by Persona, which makes me immediately super interested because I am such a sucker for games like this. This demo definitely gave me the vibes of a blend of Devil May Cry, Catherine, and Persona, and after playing the demo, I'm very curious to play the full game. You are set in the shoes of a nameless protagonist who is trying to put together a dating profile with your best friend Channy. Channy is such an interesting personality. He's goofy and seems to be our comic relief from what we've seen so far, very much so a bro character, like Ryuji from Persona 5. The game is also fully voice acted, which is something that I like. I have a better connection with the characters when I don't have to make up the voices in my head. This is even in the text messages in the game. They are also fully voice acted, which is pretty neat. You are also introduced to Yuna, an idol with a potentially troubling past that our best friend Channy is obsessed with. I am predicting that she is our main love interest, but I could be totally wrong here. I do know that we also have LGBTQ+ options with the dating side, which is great that we have that representation for anybody interested in pursuing that direction. One of the first things you do in the game, which I think is super cute, is taking a dating personality quiz to match you with someone on this dating app. You do also have the ability to choose your dialogue options, though I'm unsure how it impacts the story, if at all. The only major thing I did notice was certain dialogue choices will give you points in different areas, like confidence, courage, things like that, and I'm wondering if this will have some type of impact on your dating or maybe your combat options in the future. Because remember, even though we didn't really see much of it in the demo, this is very much so a dating sim. Studio Sai has said that this is going to be a combination of a love story and a dungeon crawler, so I'm pretty confident that these dialogue options will impact your personal love story. This might be a weird combo for some people, but if you fall into the group that again loves games like Catherine, Persona, and so on, this is definitely going to be up your alley. In the demo, very quickly you are thrown into a zombie scenario where the entire city becomes infected and surrounded by a giant wall. They turn into these creepy monster things and we're thrown into a bunker where we're all trying to, not die. People are getting their arms cut off, their faces eaten. It kind of goes from 0 to 100. The cutscenes I really loved. The art style is nice, although I really wish that the colors were deeper. You could probably tell from my screen recording here that it is slightly washed. It's not your phone screen, it's the game. So I do wish the colors were deeper. They do blend into each other a little bit. But other than that, I really love the graphics. Something that I noticed is that when you're talking to the characters and their little chat box pops up, their sprite is matching the movements of the full body character, which is really interesting. Normally we would get a 2D sprite in this space that matches facial expressions, but this one is doing all of the movements as well. I don't know if I like this or not, but it's definitely interesting. It kind of reminds me of a VTuber, but this is also Studio Sai's first game, so I'm not too mad at it. You are then introduced to the combat system, which I actually really liked. It's more like Devil May Cry than it is Persona, using a combination of strikes, breaking enemy stance, perfect dodging, and quick time events. All of it blended together left me with a very satisfying combat experience. It did take me a couple of times to get the hang of it, as you can see, but I had a lot of fun with this hack and slash style fighting. The demo gives us a handful of combat situations, but not a ton as they're mainly tutorials, so I'm curious to see how the combat progresses as the game goes on. And this is just about everything we know from the demo of Eternight. If you're someone who loves a good anime video game blend like myself, I think this should definitely be on your radar. Or if you're a person who loved Persona or Catherine or Scarlet Nexus, this should be on your radar. I will be picking this up myself. For me, the demo just absolutely flew by and I was really eager to keep the story going. Let me know in the comments down below if this game is something that you're planning on picking up, and if not, let me know why. We have been getting information about this game for nearly a year now, and it's finally here just 2 days away from when this video is being published. I personally am really curious to see how this game ends up playing out, the, reviews on it, everything like that. I'm very eager to see how it goes. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed your time here. I really appreciate all of the support, and I will see you all next time. Bye!